Hi guys, welcome back to LPB Racing for the Random Grid Replica Championship on Project Cars 2. This is race 4 of our special event of round 4. This is double points in Indy cars at Indianapolis Motor Speedway road course. We've got Andrea on pole position from Callum, Stacker and Bidzster as your top 4. Let's get ready to rumble then in this one as we get ready for the start. Lights out, away we go. Bradders and TY good starts from the back. Growly Bear a really poor start from the middle as we go down towards the first corner. It's Andrea in the lead from Callum still, but it could be anyone's guess further back as we go into the corner. A couple of cars side by side in the middle. Oh, Cyrex has been hit further round, and we've got Bradders in the middle as well. Cyrex got hit there. And into the next few corners we go as all the pack comes through. Bradders, Blakeney up the inside, and then Stevie as well. Cyrex, as I think Bradders has gone off the road into the gravel as we go round. Stevie behind. Blakeney there looking for a way through. Bidzster and Stacker side by side into the next corner as well. Bidzster up the inside of Stacker. Then we've got Stevie there just passing Blakeney. Cyrex trying to get in on this as well. Don't know where to look here as we go into the the S's. And then into the exit. The S's as Spapper goes almost straight on onto the AstroTurf, onto the curb and the grass. Andrea then Bidzster up the inside of Callum, not wasting any time here, Bidzster, and now behind Andrea. And then everyone else into this last complex. Blakeney up the inside of Stevie here. Oh, and Cyrex goes past as well. Cyrex goes off the road. Spapper behind Stevie and Blakeney as well. This car has got pushed apart. Callum's off. What a dangerous place. Callum's off and he's been hit by Cyrex, I think. So that all happened as well, really close. And now we've got Andrea and Bidzster close into the first section as well. Then everyone else trying to come through. Blakeney, Stevie, Growly, everyone, Spapper, all close together. TY's off in the background. Chaos. So we'll just get some replays on that first lap action now. Okay, here's a replay of the start. Everyone on board with Keith. So we're going down towards the first corner. Bidzster's right behind Callum, but watch here, we outbrake ourselves into the corner, and then we go a little bit wider, and then all Constantine is up. Really, Keith couldn't go anywhere because Bidzster was on his inside, he was in the middle, and Cyrex was on the outside, so contact was not avoidable. Okay, here's a replay what happened to Callum. So we saw him slide into shot there, then we go around this corner. He's got a massive handling problem on the controller, spins right round in front of everyone, then goes towards the wall. Stacker very lucky to avoid him there, but watch here, Cyrex comes out from behind the other cars, doesn't see Callum, unsighted, and then hits him, and then they both rejoin. And just as we come back from that contact there, Spapper goes round and Blakeney hits him. Again, another replay. Okay, here's the replay on board with Stevie then to see what happens between Spapper and Blake. So watch here, Spapper makes a mistake, spins around, Blakeney can't avoid, Stevie can't go anywhere either, and then they both go off, and then we rejoin. When will the drama end? As we go back with the leaders then, Andrea from Bidzster. Bidzster harassing Andrea all the way. Then we've got these lot back here. We've got TY in amongst it. Obviously his connection working a bit better in this one. He's in front of Spapper, trying to chase down Growly now. What a opening few laps. As TY goes wide there. I think Blakeney had a half spin back there in the background. Spapper's gone round as well. Spapper's round here somewhere. There he is rejoining. And Cyrex has to go wide in avoidance. Meanwhile, Bidzster in the lead then. He's taking the lead from Andrea. Bidzster in the lead of the race then from Andrea down the straight. Andrea's going to look for a way through here. Bidzster defends the inside, not leaving a gap. As the camera doesn't even bother to zoom out. The camera's gone funny on us. I do apologise, guys. Something's gone wrong with the camera here, but it's watching Keith and Stacker, but it didn't watch Bidzster and Andrea. So again, the Project Cars 2 camera's been absolutely brilliant here. Not as Stacker makes a mistake, Keith goes in to the inside. And then we've got Stevie there. I don't know where to look with these cameras, guys. I'm trying to switch cameras, but the cameras have just been awful as Growly and Blakeney almost make contact there as well. Oh, wow. Blakeney tries to go up the inside again, no way through. Onto the chicane. Both get up. Growly goes a bit wide in the chicane. That could leave him open to attack. Meanwhile, Bidzster in the lead from Andrea. So Bidzster and Andrea out front, both loving these open wheel cars. Keith in third position, Stacker in a brilliant fourth. Stevie in fifth place there, trying to catch up to the back of Stacker here. Growly with Blakeney behind him. And then we've got Spapper's been off again, I think, as well. TY in 10th. As we look, Bidzster on the straight then. 2.2 seconds in front of Andrea now, so pulling away, trying to get a decent gap. Keith, Stacker and Co. further back. Stevie trying to catch up to Stacker on the straight, but again these cars topping out. Obviously the push to pass is good for acceleration, but they do top out a little bit, these cars. As Stevie goes a bit wide into turn 1, but just about gets away with it. As then we've got Spapper further back here. He might have a little look at Blakeney, at Bradders here, but sorry, Blakeney having a look at Bradders, sorry. Just the camera not zooming in right, obviously making me lose track of things. As Stacker's gone back here, Stevie's in front of Stacker. Where's Stacker gone? There he is, he's off the road. Stacker's gone off, some kind of mistake there. And he's rejoining just where the curb is. As Blakeney goes through past Bradders as well. So Blakeney having a little go at Bradders here, side by side. Spapper trying to get stuck in as well. Spapper trying to go and take 2 cars in one move. He's up the inside of Bradders now. Oh, come on, cameras, stop being stupid. As Spapper gets through past them both. Stacker gets past 2 cars anyway. But Blakeney in front, so we'll just get a replay on that action. Okay, here's the replay. What happened to Stacker on lap 4? So watch, he goes round here, gets the power on too early, spins round, takes the advertising out with him, and then does more grass cutting, then eventually finds a gear, spins it back round, and then rejoins the track. As we come back from that, obviously Bradders went off the road there, went to that replay. Keith in 3rd position now. So Keith 3rd, Stevie 4th. Andrea and Bidzster still at the front, with Andrea pulling away. Sorry, with Bidzster pulling away from Andrea, but Bidzster's gone round. Bidzster's made a mistake, very rare error. Hit the curb on the inside, put the power on and gone round. So now Bidzster's got to try and get on with it. Andrea takes the lead. Stacker then back in 8th position now, so he'll be annoyed with himself after that, because he was doing really, really well. Could have been in for a top 5. As we look back at Cyrex then, he's trying to catch up to Bradders and Co. Into the first corner. Cyrex closes up a little bit. Bradders goes a bit wide there. It's going to leave him vulnerable to attack. Bradders defends the inside then. Cyrex not finding a way through. Bradders really, really jerky on the controls. Obviously, like the car's a bit like a robot, but Cyrex a lot smoother. Bradders hits him. Whoa, just close as enough. Bradders doesn't look like he's in full control of that car at all, so Bradders really needs to do something about this. But Bradders outbrakes himself, almost takes Cyrex out, but luckily has the presence of mind to avoid him. As meanwhile, Callum unfortunately has had to retire from the race due to a problem with the car, so not good there for Callum. As Andrea in the lead then, with Bidzster behind him trying to catch up. Keith with Stevie behind him, half a second apart onto the straight. Stevie might be using the push to pass here because he's closing up slightly just to try and catch up in the on the acceleration. Meanwhile, Blakeney and Spapper very close together also. Lap 5 out of 12 on to lap 6. As we look at Bidzster then, trying to catch up to Andrea. He's 1.9 seconds behind from 3 seconds after the mistake, so closed in a little bit, but not close enough yet. Meanwhile, Blakeney ahead of Spapper. Still quite a close gap there. Blakeney goes into the corner quite nice. Spapper does as well. Through the chicane. Blakeney makes a mistake through the chicane. Spapper will close up here. Spapper will get a good run here. Will he go for the inside? No. Not close enough just yet. Let's look at Cyrex behind Stacker. Stacker doing a good job. Still in the DHL car. As we look at Blakeney and Spapper still, and Blakeney is... Where's Spapper gone? He's gone backwards. Spapper's spun round, so Spapper's hadn't made a mistake there and spun round himself. Cyrex is in front of Stacker. Stacker must have made a mistake as well. Stacker's gone round, so Stacker goes round there. Don't know whether that was contact or not. We'll get a replay. As we come back from that then, Growly Bear in 5th place, doing well. Bidzster 1.9 seconds behind Andrea now, so Bidzster really pushing here to try and catch Andrea up. But Andrea doing a really good job here, obviously took advantage of Bidzster's mistake and took the lead. But Bidzster trying to stay with him. Into the next corner. Keith and Stevie very close behind as well, 0.2 of a second. Less than a car width between these two now. Will Stevie have a look at the inside? No. He's going to go, almost hits the back of Keith there, judging the braking at the last minute. Keith still not leaving any room for Stevie to get through. Defends the inside into the next corner. Stevie tries to go right around the outside. Has he done it? right around the outside. Yes, he has. What a move from Stevie. Stevie really coming alive in this special event here, pulling some really good moves on people. So well done to Stevie. He takes third place with a fantastic move around the outside of Keith there. Meanwhile, Bidzster still trying to catch up to Andrea. No cigar yet for Bidzster as we go with Spapper in 6th place. He's on his own a little bit there. Stacker further back in 10th after a few mistakes, so unlucky for Stacker. Meanwhile, closest battle on track still Keith and Stevie. Obviously Stevie in front of Keith now, and Stevie with a little bit more pace, but still runs wide there, so it's not over for Keith just yet. Just keep applying the pressure, Keith, you never know. Moves the car to the inside to try and get under Stevie's wing, but can't quite do it. Through the chicane we go, and out the other side. Meanwhile, Bidzster now half a second behind Andrea, so really pushing hard to close in here. As we go out the corner, both getting the power on. Lap 8 out of 12. Handful of laps left in this race. 1/3 distance remains. Into the corner, Andrea runs a bit wide there. Bidzster closes right up. Still no way through for Bidzster yet, but gets on the power. Would imagine he'd be on the push to pass, because he's closing right up here. It only gives you an extra 15 horsepower. It's not much, an extra 15 horsepower, but it's enough just to close up a little bit towards the limiter. But then now they're on the rev limiter, down towards the first corner. The camera goes funny. I'll try and compromise for that if I can as we go back to the onboard cameras. There we are, on board with Bidzster, and there we are back to the track side, because the camera just goes funny there. Into the turn 4, to the chicane. Bidzster looking right, looking left, behind Andrea, trying to find any way through. Right behind him, pulls out. Oh, a little bit of contact on the straight, both really trying for a gap. As Bidzster can't find a way through, Andrea defends. No way through for Bidzster yet. Andrea being a class act here. Very fair racing, but hard racing at the same time. Still no way through for Bidzster as we go out of here. Let's have a look at Growly Bear. He's close to another car. I think, it looked closer than it did on the telemetry. As we look here, Bidzster's right behind Andrea. Still no way through here. Andrea goes into the corner. Bidzster goes to the outside. Will he go for the cutback? He's going to try, but can't quite get it done. Gets on the push to pass, maybe if he can. I don't know if he is, but he's right behind him. He must be. Looking left, looking right, and now he's gotten to the inside. Pulls alongside. He's alongside on the straight, side by side to the first corner, battle on the brakes. Bidzster to the inside, gets Andrea into the first corner. Andrea tries to fight back, Bidzster keeps off the curbs this time. Andrea trying to fight back, Bidzster not leaving a single bit of ounce of room. And then we go out of this corner onto the chicane. Bidzster in the lead of the race then, from Andrea. Andrea makes a mistake through the chicane. Bidzster will pull away ever so slightly. Battle for third, still hotting up. Stevie in front of Keith still, but Keith not letting him go at all. Keith still keeping with him, still keeping the battle alive. As we look back to Bidzster, with Andrea behind him again. Bidzster pulling away now. Andrea makes a mistake out of that last corner, and that's cost him about a second to Bidzster now, so Bidzster can relax a little bit more now. Bit more of a gap. But one person that can't relax is Stevie, because he's still got Keith right behind him in that red IndyCar. As we go down towards the last complex, Stevie ahead. Keith trying to keep with him, but Keith a bit of a narrow line into that corner. That's not going to help him with traction out. And then out of that corner, Stevie gets a good run, so does Keith. Still maintaining the same gap. So a little look further back down the field then, we've got Spapper here in 5th place, Blakeney in 6th, with Cyrex only 1 second behind. So Cyrex trying to close back in here in these last few laps. Blakeney goes a bit wide there, makes a mistake, but I think Cyrex did the same thing. Oh, TY's off the road though, TY's off the road. Made his own mistake there, goes off the road, and then does it again. Obviously that car not handling very well for him. Bradder's coming through in 10th. Stacker's back down in 11th. Stacker's gone from top 4 down to 11th place in this race. Really unlucky for Stacker here. Obviously not getting on with that car very well in this last half of the race. So really struggling with that car now. As we look back to Keith and Stevie. Stevie makes a mistake. Keith closes right up now. Right behind him. Sniffing that gearbox oil. Oh, Stevie goes off. Stevie goes right off. Keith goes, thank you very much, sir. I will take that place. Stevie goes back down to 4th. So Keith takes advantage of a mistake. You've got to be close enough to take advantage, and that's what Keith did. But he runs wide, and now Stevie's going to do deja vu to Keith. So Keith had his moment of glory, then made his own mistake there. Probably got a bit too excited. Oh, look, I'm on the podium, and then he's like, oh no, I made a mistake. Damn it. Keith back down to 4th, but he'll not give up. Bidzster on his last lap then with Andrea 4 seconds behind now, so Bidzster really on the move here, putting in some good fast laps here. Andrea just cannot keep with him in 2nd place, but still a well-deserved 2nd place for Andrea if he gets to the line. But these two are not done yet. Stevie versus Keith. Keith in one of his best battles I've seen him in for a while. Keeping up with Stevie, taking it to the front runners. He's in the top 4. There's Blakeney now with Sarek right behind him as well, so some good battles on this last lap. Sarek gets a good line, Blakeney runs wide. Sarek's a nice tight line through the chicane right behind him, trying to look for a way through. Onto the outside he goes. Meanwhile, Bidzster comes out of the last corner, but we'll just quickly go back to this battle for the corner. Sarek goes right around the outside. Blakeney says, no you don't, sunshine. But Bidzster wins the race, weaves left and right. Bidzster wins, well deserved, double points for Bidzster in this one. Well done for Bidzster. 2nd to Andrea in 2nd place, well done. And 3rd, it's going to be Stevie from Keith. Stevie 3rd, Keith in 4th. Well done to Keith and Stevie, good race between them two, 3rd and 4th. Blakeney is going to be, oh he's off! Did he, now was the contact with Sarek there, Spapper goes through. So Sarek is going to be 5th, Spapper's going to be 6th. And Blakeney's going to be 7th with contact on that last corner, so we'll get a replay. Okay, here's a replay. What happened between Sarek and Blakeney on the last laps of going into here. But Blakeney goes wide, Sarek goes to the outside. Blakeney again comes across, just take his normal line. And contact couldn't really be avoided there, because Blakeney did come across on Sarek, so and that's what happened. As we come back from that then, TY in 8th place, Growly Bear's going to be in 9th. Bradders in 10th position if he can get to the line without any more mistakes, so Stacker might get lucky here. As Bradders goes through the last corner, gets the power on, almost makes a mistake again. And then through the last corner, Bradders takes 10th place. Stacker is going to be in 11th. So we'll just get those results confirmed for you now, guys. So guys, here's the results from that then. So Bidzster takes his 3rd win in a row, double points in both of the double points races. Well done to him. Andrea in a well-deserved 2nd place there. Stevie again on the podium. Well done to Stevie. 4th for Keith again, getting used to them 4th place as we go over the page. Sarek's in 5th. Spapper finishes in 6th place. And then 7th for Blakeney. TY is in 8th. Growly finishes in 9th. Bradders comes across the line in 10th. And then Stacker finishes 11th. Unlucky for Callum, who is a retirement in 12th place. And now, guys, on to the points. So it's Bidzster on 309, Stevie on 227, so it's a big gap at the front. TY on 222, Spapper 196, and Sarek's on 184. The rest of the driver standings, as you can see there below. Growly and Stevie in the lead of the team championship then on 359. Second is Neil and Keith on 268. Footman and Blake on 246. So after we come back from that then, the winner of that race and the leader in the championship is Bidzster there in the IndyCar, in that black and orange IndyCar. Well done to Bidzster, and we'll see you guys for next round for Clios and touring cars at Imola. So stay tuned for that, guys. Take care.